She had paid her visit to the Queen, the election was officially underway, and Theresa May chose to begin it with an outspoken attack on some in Brussels, who she said wanted Brexit to fail.
Britain's negotiating position in Europe has been misrepresented in the continental press. The European Commission's negotiating stance has hardened. Threats against Britain have been issued by European politicians and officials. All of these acts have been deliberately timed to affect the result of the general election that will take place on the 8th of June.
She said this election was a choice between her and Jeremy Corbyn, and only one of them was strong enough to stand up for Britain.
Give me your backing to lead Britain. Give me your backing to speak for Britain. Give me your backing to fight for Britain. Give me your backing to deliver for Britain, a stronger Britain, where our economic progress is secured and prosperity and opportunity is shared by all.
The day had begun with an attempt to put Labour on the spot with claims Jeremy Corbyn will raise taxes to pay for uncosted spending. But instead, her ministers had to field questions about a Brexit bill, perhaps as much as €100 billion, about £85 billion, to leave the EU. Well, we won't be paying that, said the Brexit secretary.
The numbers that have been bandied around in the press, 50, 60, 100 billion, we don't recognise. We certainly had no indication of it. What we have said throughout is that we will meet our international obligations and we'll enter into the negotiation in the best interest of both us and the European Union. That's what we'll do.
Across the Channel, the EU's chief negotiator wouldn't put a figure on it either, but he did say Britain would have to pay something.
There is no punishment. There is no Brexit bill. The financial settlement is only about settling the accounts.
The Labour leader was campaigning in Bedford today, promising to freeze any hospital closures in England. But he was also prepared to sound tough about that EU money.
I've no idea where this figure comes from. I suspect they haven't got an idea either. Let's look at it. But obviously, commitments that have been made must be honoured.
While others are indicating they are ready to pay something, a clear position from UKIP.
What we want to know in UKIP is how much is the government willing to pay. As far as UKIP is concerned, we should not be paying anything at all.
It's all got a bit more testy since last week when Theresa May invited the EU Commission President to dinner and the disagreements between the two sides were laid bare. The EU is also insisting that the Prime Minister will not be negotiating directly with other heads of government. Meanwhile, Liberal Democrat leader Tim Farron was confronted by someone very proud to have voted out.
Have you got grandchildren?
Yes, I've got
grandchildren. Are you proud that they will inherit a poorer, less powerful, less secure country?
I'm afraid that they'll be coming out of Britain, out of Europe,
well, I mean,
and that we will have our own destiny.
Do you not think
and not have people telling us we're going to pay £100 billion to get out?
And do you not?
If that's your policies, I hope you get beat. I hope you only get 6 seats.
Well, thank you very much. It's been nice to talk to you.
An unusual encounter between a party leader and a real voter. But they did make up afterwards. But any making up with the EU will have to wait. She has set the tone, at least for this election, and it's not friendly. Andy Bell, 5 News.